Well, hello there. It has been quite some time, hasn't it? How's it going, everybody? Zach here, aka Crazy. Happy New Year, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is a semi-popular indie game. You may or may not have heard of it. No, but seriously, for people who have been watching my channel for a long time, you might remember a little project I tried to do back in 2021, where I attempted a full-on playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club, specifically the Plus version that had just come out at the time. I had everything all recorded, but at the end of the day, I wasn't really satisfied with how the project was turning out. I didn't really organize it well. Fast forward to now, 2.5 years later, it is now actually December 31st, 2023, specifically 5 minutes until midnight, so I'm basically doing this on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I really love this game, and I really wanted to share it with you. I really love the trauma it impacted on me and so many people. Just so you guys are aware, this is not a blind playthrough, but I know there might be some people out there who are not aware of the nature of this game, so this is your warning now. There are some content warnings at the beginning here of what's to come. In the meantime, Doki Doki Literature Club. This will, of course, be voice-acted. I apologize in advance for my absolutely terrible voices I give to these fine, lovely characters. That being said, let's go. Doki Doki Literature Club. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making a day, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Crazy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I want them to think we're a couple or something. I mean, God, who would want to be a couple with you? Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sori. God, I love this classic. Love this so much. We cross the street together and make our way to school. God, remember school? Yeah, by the way, I apologize if you hear any fireworks out in the background here. Like I said, Happy New Year, everybody. 2024, let's go. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Crazy, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? What the fuck is a club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year, you fucking liar. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, just swap out anime for YouTube, I guess. That's basically me. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? No, not at all. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! That made me happy all of a sudden. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. This lovely classroom right here. I have to wonder. Okay, I guess that's an eraser. I thought, is that a sponge? Just have a sponge in the classroom here. SpongeBob out here just chilling in the literature club. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things and listen to a whole bunch of fireworks outside, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sori wants me to check out some clubs. You know, in case you weren't aware of that. My phone thought I said Siri when I said Sayori. It's like, that's really weird. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while it was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Yeah, I really am the only one. I mean, look at all these people. This girl in front of me with the hair bow and everything. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Oh, would it be the club that, kickstarts this whole plot? Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your stupid-ass club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. It is lit, fam. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. I mean, she doesn't read much. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please? Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Yes, I am sold. Take me to the cupcakes. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Vamonos! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Oh, I can't wait to see what's in here. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I'm gonna try to have like distinctive voices here. It's gonna be hard for me to not imitate other people's impressions of these characters, so I apologize for that. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, crazy! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! ... All words escape me in this situation. Only dots. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay, that sounded way creepier than I thought it would. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Something. Sorry. Natsuki. Okay, I'm gonna be real here. I'm still not 100% sure if it's Natsuki or Natsuki. I've heard people say both. So, I mean, I'm probably gonna end up flip-flopping between the two. I don't even know. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki or Natsuki, one of the two, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. That's discriminatory. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Wow. Can't wait to get cupcakes here. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Also, my voices are probably going to blend together, so this is probably going to be an interesting experience here. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Crazy. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Oh god, I just got fucking flashbacks from high school from that. Out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Feels a little what, MC? Huh? You want to finish your thought there? Come, sit down, Crazy. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Jeez, okay. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. You know, as you can clearly see here. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, you ready? No. Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little kitty cats. I love kitty cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. And then Yuri. And then Sayori again. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full. Oh, sorry. And has already managed to get icing on her face. As you can clearly see. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Fucking love little details like that, man. It's like biting into an apple, you know? You gotta get the best. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. I mean, no shit. I kinda think I don't know. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? No, I haven't. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation, you know, like I do with pretty much everybody I interact with in real life. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yeah, totally. And I also totally drink tea hot, definitely. Definitely not sweet or with ice or anything. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Monika, why are you so suspicious of me, huh? So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I was allured with the promise of cupcakes. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so, that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Yeah, fucking politics ruin everything, dude. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and elections and shit like that and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. There's gonna be no difference between my voice for Sayori and my voice for Monica. So this is gonna be... okay. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. I guess people just really don't like reading, don't they? I mean, they got ebooks and shit. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Ah, the festival. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Okay, I'm already hating the voice I gave for Natsuki. It sounds like I'm taking a shit. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. It's almost like they have similar hobbies. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Crazy, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, I like to read cereal boxes. Those are entertaining. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Is she into manga? It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. As do I. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Don't be so judgmental, Yuri. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Yeah, I wish I knew what I found my comfort in the world of, instead of people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Stephen King, always a classic. I read a horror book once. I read about a horror book once. It's usually what I say when someone tells me that they really like reading. I'm like, yes, I read about a book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. I really need to come up with different voices. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called, Cute Pink Fluffy Unicorns Dancing on Rainbows. Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? What? No? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Well, I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. When did I suddenly have, like, the... I don't know. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment, then we scream. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think, it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other. I said that, I think, as like an ad-lib without even realizing it was part of the sentence. Whoops. And strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Crazy? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I mean, I just wanted a cupcake and all, you know, chocolate. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. My train of thought gets fucking derailed. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Crazy. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. All they have to do is give me a sad look, and I'm just like, I'll just 180. I'll just 180 for the sake of the plot to continue. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. I mean, I did just come for the cupcakes. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Crazy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Crazy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Barbara Streisand! Oh, Monika, of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? I mean, I don't even like reading. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alrighty then, and with that I am going to save, and this would be a good stopping point. This would be a good stopping point to end the episode. So, yeah, we're back in Doki Doki Literature Club. Which route do you guys want to see me take first? Do you want to see me take the Natsuki route, Sayori route, Yuri route? I mean, I'm gonna do all the routes. I'm gonna 100% this game. So, yeah, this will be a fun time. It feels so good to be playing this game again. I love this with all my heart, and I hope you do too. And I hope you end up liking this video. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see y'all next time. Take care.